let's meet our players here as we head into round 5. On the left-hand side of your screen, that's Nicholas from Kyle, just outside of Austin. And across from him, one of our local players, Trey.
Jonathan?
Jonathan is from Houston.
Yeah.
And so he is up here in Austin competing. There's at least 8 or 10 pokes from Houston up here, if not more. So we've got a pretty good contingent. Yeah, we got a pretty good contingent in the room. So why don't we come over to here and see if this works. There we go. Outstanding. All right. I'm going to start the timer. Get into the game.
Yellow? No, you got the base wrong on Sabe.
And there we go. I told them to kick off when they're ready.
I'm still not.
Oh, yeah. I got to turn that back on. Let's do that. And there's that. There we go. I'm going to go close this door.
Nope. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hear. I'm still not able to hear.
I don't know. I can hear them just fine. There's not much to hear.
Well, shoot, they're looking. All right, we're looking at cards. Cards are being played. I got yellow sleeves and white sleeves. Riveting commentary. We got a purple hand token.
Nobody's actually playing anything just yet. Looks like Nicholas is on the button, and he is. What are we doing? He's playing Faith. He played Faith in Your Friends.
And he's revealing.
1 for Cartel.
All right, I got it now.
1 for that, and I'll pass.
Got all the 1-drops in space.
And an A-Wing.
All right, so here we go. We got Sabe, who wants to control your draws. So this Sabe character here on the left, once per turn, because you got to exhaust her to do it, whenever one of your dudes hits their base, you get to look at the top 2 cards of their deck and pitch one of them.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, we got Han, who wants things to be different. He wants to activate and flip up the top card of his deck and have it be different than something so that he can attack and do lots of damage. He's also the one that untaps a bunch of your resources, right?
When Han deploys, he gives you the opportunity to ready some of your resources up to, I think it's the number of units and upgrades you have in play that have an odd cost. That sounds right. It's something along those lines.
I like this control. This as long as it doesn't get out of hand. I like the type of control that Sabe is putting into the realm of what you can play in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because stopping what people put on the board is very different than making sure that the cards that they draw are not great, or at least getting rid of the best card they can draw, and replacing it with something random.
Oh, my bad. Okay, we're gonna play Boshek before we attack.
Odd. Yep.
What do we got? What just happened?
He played Boshek. Boshek says discard 2, okay. And if they're odd costed, you draw them into hand. So now he hits for 4.
I love Sikatro.
No, it's 3. There we go.
Yep. All right, so we're smoking Sikatro with Tarkentown, so Nicholas is not getting any free cards.
How did he damage him? Oh, he must have hit him with.
He shot him with a daring raid.
He shot him with the daring raid and then Tarkentowned him. Yeah. Just so you guys can see what the sequence of events there, right? We got.
They're going quick.
Yep. Zago got played, and then he got hit with one of these guys, and then smashed.
Hit the card.
I'm not there yet. I got to wait for daring raid to go away. Smashed with one of these.
Oh, nicely done.
Jonathan seems willing to tolerate the spies in the ground arena, but wanted to make sure that nothing larger than that got away from it just yet. Chat saying that the Han list seems to be typically fairly streamlined so that Sabe discarding things doesn't hurt it over much. I would agree with that.
All the cards kind of do the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, losing the
Plo Koon doesn't feel good.
That does kind of hurt, but you don't know what maybe he's already got one in his hand. You don't know.
Pilot, I'm going to do 4 to base.
Okay, so we're going to play out our little ambushy Han pilot, who's going to swing right in for 4. Now, Jonathan is taking a bit of a risk here with the pilots because he is potentially stacking things up for a cunning to come along and exhaust him or, to get waylaid out later maybe.
Yep.
But the good news is that most of this stuff is so cheap that even if you do waylay it, like putting it back on the board is not that big a deal. Got to believe that Jonathan's got at least one more space unit in his hand. Can we have a peek? Wrong hand. Nope, he's not going to show it to us right now.
White sleeves, sir.
Yep. There's the cunning.
There's the cunning, so we're going to bounce.
Yep.
Got it.
And yep.
So we're going to daring raid the other one.
Woo! Those daring raids coming in handy, baby.
Let's double daring raid.
One for Partel.
He didn't want to attack with the initiative token?
I don't know.
I don't know how much damage it does, but he's got it out there like he could attack with it. So I figured this
Does have a
is what
raptor on it.
it does.
And then and then Jonathan replayed the Cartel Turncoat into the Space Arena.
I don't think that's quite so much of a hot take, Sam. Yeah, he just wiped out 4 cards with 1 card.
I mean,
that's pretty safe bet.
It's
you're
not
going to get people to agree with you that cunning brutalizes this Han deck.
Well, it wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been.
Being a 1-drop and having already attacked and being its own 1-drop so that he could immediately replay it, it was kind of like it just killed the pilot. All it really did was kill the pilot. So he would have needed if he'd have played it right at the beginning.
There's the plume.
Wham!
That's going to clean Sabe up instantaneously.
Ooh.
See, I honestly think he drew one of those in his opening hand and camped on it for this exact moment. And Sabe coming out, and you have to murder her immediately, or you're gonna lose it. She's gonna rip it out of your hand.
She just gets rid of your hand.
Yeah, she's gonna start gutting your hand.
When you play Sabe, you got to be ready to go when she flips.
Yep. Another faith in your friends for Nicholas. There we go. He gets to take a card, and then if he can do the reveal shenanigans, and he probably can in a double yellow deck, he can make some more spy tokens.
Used to. Yeah, he's got it. Just got to figure out what you're willing to show your opponent.
What is it you want your opponent, you're okay seeing? We got a Bamboozle, a Fast Falcon, and a Breaking In, I believe. Well, he covered it up before I got down there. Too slow.
I will for 0. But
He's got an R2-D2.
pilot on here.
Nope. That card is mapped to the wrong place. I'll have to fix that later.
It's basically the same. With piloting.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Nicholas's action. It's the 5-resource round. It's the deploy turn for both leaders, but Sabe has already come and gone. Jonathan, on the other hand, will have the opportunity to still deploy Han.
3 base.
Fast Falcon for Nicholas. And 3 more damage.
Thank you for the math.
So we're at 11 and 16 points of damage.
It's a tie game, basically. Both players.
3 base.
Okay, not quite strictly a tie.
Well, we're getting very close to the end of this
Interestingly,
game.
he deployed Han to the ground arena.
He did. Nowhere to put him in space.
That's true. He can't. He didn't have a space unit to do it.
I'll stay 5.
Jonathan decides he's not going to resource anything here. I'm 1 off on Nicholas. There we go. 11 HP remaining for Nicholas.
All right, Judge, tell me if he has another cunning in hand.
Did you hear Jonathan?
No.
He goes, Judge, tell me if he has another cunning in hand. Chad also pointing out that knowing that Nicholas has the Bamboozle probably also means that you don't bother dealing with Han, right?
Right.
And cunning now coming in. Speaking of cunning, there is cunning number 2.
So the answer is no. He no longer has a cunning in hand.
He's going to
but
exhaust
that's because he played it.
Because he played it. He's going to exhaust the entire ground arena and bounce one of the space units, and then take 3 more damage.
I don't. Kind of feels like not given that you only have so much
but he can't-
damage out on the board.
I don't think he can do 14 this turn.
That's
Jonathan,
what I'm saying is
yeah.
that cunning feels like okay.
I mean,
do your worst. I'm coming. I'm still coming.
that's kind of where I'm at. Like, it feels like, I mean, it doesn't feel great, but I don't think it feels to the point. Oh,
Especially
see,
when you play that
Yeah,
now.
now I think Nicholas has big problems.
3 base.
If
Literally,
John-
Plo Koon finishes the game on
Yeah.
his own right now.
He's got to kill Plo Koon here. He's got to throw his last 2
Yeah, he
units into it.
But he basically has to take these spies to buy him and smash them into Plo to buy time, because Jonathan's 100% going to end this turn on the button here.
which means Jonathan is going to open up swinging for 3.
At a minimum.
And then that gives Nicholas 1 play to stop one,
Which
two,
he
3
could have
units,
done with
2
Cunning.
units.
Maybe he'll top deck his last Cunning. That's what it's going to take, I think.
2.
Jonathan, I think Nicholas took initiative there, and Jonathan's flooding the board to make sure that this shenanigans
Surely.
does not occur.
Not a third cunning. I'm going to stay at 5.
Cunning does nothing here.
At this point, I don't think it does because Jonathan has put so many units on the
You
board.
can stop.
You can't stop
You
everybody.
have to do combat to
Yeah.
stop the units and live if you are Nicholas.
There we go.
So the play from Nicholas here, he's going to have to play that Mandalorian on the ground to stay alive at all.
He's got 2 breaking ins, the goofy capture shuttle, and some other stuff. He doesn't have the Cunning.
He's got the Mandalorian to shut down the ground, which is going to shut down the die immediately. But after that, he had nothing.
Yeah,
so
he's gonna scoop it up, and we're gonna go to game 2 just that quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan is gonna pick up game 1 on Han Tarkentown, a deck that you see people try, but you never can tell if folks have really got it figured out, right? In the sense of it kind of comes, it feels to me like it has a very uneven presence in the meta of the game. It's here for a little while, people play it, it gets a little popular, and then something comes along and kind of kicks it a little bit, and then you don't see it again for a while.
It's a glass cannon. It's either going to win everything, or the angle of attack that it takes, if the metagame shifts ever so slightly, it just does nothing.
Yeah.
But it is the deck that you want to bring if you're here to hang out with your friends.
I mean,
Because win or lose, you're done very quickly.
it's interesting you say that. I kind of disagree a little bit. I feel like it's definitely a little more matchup dependent than some things. I won't argue that.
I just mean it's done. Like if you want to play your game and get up and stand and you don't see this on stream as much, but if you come to these tournaments, you understand that like when the match is over, and all of these matches start ending, then everybody's kind of getting up and wandering around and chatting with each other and hanging out with their friends, and you see people from Austin or New Braunfels or Dallas that you don't get to see very
That's
often.
fair.
So if that's your goal, playing the game is secondary.
In other words,
this is what you bring.
Play the game as quickly as possible so you can socialize between rounds.
Exactly.
I
That's
see
what
what
I'm
you're
talking
going
about.
Okay. There's a part of me that also wonders, in this kind of, let's call it like a weenie space deck, like a weenie red-yellow hero space deck, why Kazuda isn't the preferred option over Han. Kazuda's a little faster, but not crazy faster. 1 turn, right? This isn't like Han's a 6 deploy. You know what I think it might be? I think the inclusion of plot cards pushes Han ahead, because cards like Sudden Ferocity and The Wrong Ride.
just being able to play Han and then play a plot card and then
ready your resource.
And then play another plot card.
It's almost like Palpatine out of the blue Palpatine, the new one out of the last set, right? You essentially, if you've been able to draw and sequence the cards correctly, you get plot cards for free.
Mm-hmm.
No other they're the only 2 leaders in the game that can function that way. And there's some really good red and yellow plot cards.
We haven't even seen the deck list yet, so we have no idea. Is
well,
The Wrong Ride in Jonathan's deck?
I don't know.
That is brutal.
The Sudden Ferocities absolutely are. We've seen those.
We've seen that one.
I would play Wrong Ride, but I sometimes think that I'm higher on that card than other people are. I've always liked the idea of cards that mess with your opponent's economy in this game, and there aren't many of them, and few of them have ever really been played or impactful.
So it's one of those. It attacks your opponent in a way that is easy to underestimate because you personally don't feel it.
Okay.
So I struggle with this a lot when I play. Like when I'm playing cards and I'm looking at something and maybe I'm messing with my opponent in a way that they have to discard or they have to, or in this case I guess exhaust their resources. You don't see the options not taken. So when you make them discard, you don't see the frustration that they're feeling inside as they have to discard a card that they really wanted to play that's going to push them forward. And so it's harder to assign it's harder for me to assign the appropriate value to that play.
Right.
And so similarly, I think The Wrong Ride attacks your opponent's tempo in such a way that it is difficult to understand when you play it how badly you screwed them.
Yeah.
And you have to see it happen a couple of times and realize that you won a game because they couldn't play Overwhelming Barrage. Like that, when you win a game because on turn 5, on the 5 resource turn, they could not play Overwhelming Barrage, and then they played it a turn late, and that doesn't matter. Then you've got extra stuff out, and you've already got all your hits in with that 5 resource, whoever you were attacking with on 5 resources. Then you're like, that helps really understand how powerful that effect can be.
Right. Chad also pointing out something interesting there, right? Which is that, the Han leader, that pump built in is not insignificant, absolutely has value the occasional times you're able to get that pump. And the synergy with 3PO is just absolutely ridiculous. I wonder when 3PO rotates out, if there will be a reevaluation of kind of Kazuda versus Han in terms of this sort of a shell. I'm curious. Because as good as 3PO is, Han can absolutely win without him. We just watched Jonathan do it. The only one that came to the top of his deck, Nicholas ripped out and threw in his discard pile because Sabe.
I think they even have different deck construction because Kaz wants cards that are very powerful with bad drawbacks.
Or he can take advantage of those cards.
Because he can take
things
advantage
like
of
Blue
those
Ace and Fireball.
Yeah, like the Fireball or the Hauler.
Yeah, the AT Hauler. That's fair.
He wants to play with those cards.
Yep. Sorry. All right, we're opening Game 2 exactly the same way we opened Game 1 for Nicholas, with a faith in your friends. So let's see what he chooses to disclose here to get his free spy tokens. You have to believe he's got it, and he does.
Stickatro.
Oop, I got to fix that. Plo Koon, Lightmaker, and Sidrago. Yeah, Lightmaker is so good. Going to open with an A-Wing for Jonathan. Claim, and then a Republic Y-Wing.
If he gets to play those are very powerful cards.
Oh, you did the Lightmaker and the Plo Koon and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's noteworthy that Sabe has a really strong mid-game if you draw the right cards. I mean, we just saw it.
I don't understand how Sikatro does not get more play.
That card is really good.
It just, for some reason, doesn't seem to fit. Like
it's borderline busted in Limited. Like, it's so good when you draw that card in Draft or in Sealed.
But, like, half wrong ride yourself, or I draw a card, starting him almost immediately.
Jonathan making some very tough resource decisions over there, sitting on a Plo Koon, a Fast Falcon, and something else I didn't quite catch.
Yep.
That's kind of the downside to playing so many cards early. Like on turn 1, he got rid of 2 cards, so he doesn't have. The resourcing decisions later in the next, even as soon as the next round, are much more difficult because you got to pick something.
Nicholas using Sabe's text to mill Jonathan's deck here, pulling the Sudden Ferocity and putting the Ambush Pilot Han back on top.
So he's not, once again.
It was not a 1-drop.
He's kind of whiffing. Nicholas is kind of whiffing on this first Sabe hit. He's done it in both games now because in the first game he pulled a Plo Koon, but he had one in hand. The Sudden Ferocity that he just pulled, Jonathan already has one of those down. That was in his opening hand that he put on the ground.
There's Vizago again.
Do I care about that?
Jonathan trying to figure out if he cares enough to deal with Vizago or if he wants to play his own game. He's going to play his own game. Going to go Fast Falcon. Get in for 3 more. Just like that, the Space Weenie Armada but continues to grow, although I don't know that we can necessarily call that Falcon a weenie. 3-4 for 3 is not terrible.
King Weenie.
The king of the Space Weenies?
The King Weenie. 4-7. This has a lot of feel like a drag race.
I think this matchup for both players is a drag race. It really is.
I mean, this is.
I'm going to be in.
Let's go. Let's see who gets there first.
I'm in my lane. You're in yours. Who gets there first? I think the drag race analogy is excellent.
I pay 1, right? So you don't draw. Yeah.
You do not want him to draw that, but he's going to draw it anyway.
Oh, we're gonna pay 1. Yeah.
Jonathan's deck is low enough to the ground that I don't think paying to avoid Vizago is really that big a deal. But he does hit for 5, and that's going to put a real clock on this game unless he has an answer.
If they're drag racing to the end, then you give Nicholas more shots at a banana peel to throw in your lane.
Yeah.
With a waylay or not a Mandalorian,
Yep.
doesn't have pilots, but like a especially cunning.
Activate Han.
It's not nothing.
Nope.
2 to base.
Now the Jonathan's gotten.
1 to base.
I don't know. I guess lucky is the right word, but Jonathan has gotten lucky by using Han twice now, flipping him and not hitting a 1, so he could attack with a 1. And getting the buff out of it, which his deck has a lot of 1s, so it's the odds are not better that he's going to hit a 1, but they're not small.
Both players halfway home, 12 HP remaining for Jonathan, 15 for Nicholas. They're on the left side of your screen. But Nicholas having the all-important initiative token as we head into the 5 resource round. We know Jonathan, who took a glimpse at his hand earlier, sitting on that Plo Koon, waiting for Sabe to deploy. Going to have to suffer through at least one more turn of Sabe milling him before she comes out. I'm confident that Nicholas isn't going to let that slip. My presumption is that Nicholas will open up here with an attack from Vizago, get in his 5, and mill before he flips his leader out.
Damn, I can't believe I did that.
Good.
What we got? We've got a bail. I opened that earlier.
Hit 1.
We've got a Han, which is not doing very much right now.
You know, so you knew he drew the bamboozle, so he's going to go immediately going to get rid of Han and exhaust the Falcon.
Upgrade goes back to hand.
I can't wait for. Yeah, he gets the pilot. He gets to keep. He just. Yeah,
that's not terrible.
It's not like when you bamboozle a leader and it's just dead.
4 to base.
Okay, so he's going to replay the Han on the A-wing then, and push 4 more damage.
We are barreling towards the finish line in this setup.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, you're used to seeing bamboozle played on a leader, and when you do it to a leader, the leader's gone. But when you do it to just any other upgrade, they get to keep the upgrade. Oh, it's another smuggled blaster. Big hits here coming out of Vizago in the ground arena.
Replace for the shot first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 5 HP remaining. It's going to be possibly looking at lethal for Jonathan this round as soon as Sabe hits the board because he doesn't have the resources right now. He's going to have to deploy Han to get things ready for Sabe, I think.
Yeah, you can draw it. I lose this turn.
Jonathan sees it. He realizes the predicament that he's in. He has an opportunity here. He can deploy Han onto the Y-wing and reset his resources. That sets him up for Plo Koon. Looks like what we're going to do here. Okay, he's going to stand everything up.
Does he have the Plo Koon?
He does. He had it in his opening hand. We took a glimpse earlier, and it was in there.
Oh, surprise strike to end the game.
I don't think I had it.
Oh,
not gonna-
Nicholas had it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even need to deploy his leader.
Yeah.
Nicholas didn't even deploy his leader that game. Woo, brutal.
Yeah.
A surprise strike ends it, and just like that, we're going to game 3.
Yeah.
You just haven't even if you didn't
Today in
you have
5-minute
initiative.
matches.
Yeah, this is a very quick match,
I don't have it.
but interesting. Like chat talking about, more familiar with Sabe Tarkentown. I'm used to seeing Sabe Tarkentown. That's why when I saw double yellow, I was like, I'm interested. I want to see this. I'm curious. Trey, something we should put on the podcast. One of our future topics.
I'm listening.
It feels like they have largely failed at rare base design since the first set. Would you agree?
You're going to have to tune into our next podcast where I already
No.
have some stuff set aside.
Have you really already written that down?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't even looked. You've already written show notes I haven't looked at.
Yes.
Okay, well then we'll talk about that more in the next podcast.
Okay.
Because I'm just sitting here
To
thinking.
your point, I agree. Yeah,
Okay.
we should talk about that.
Okay, all right, that's it. I'm just sitting here thinking, Tarkentown and ECL have been hugely impactful. Mm-hmm. But then like every other rare base is like, eh. How's it going, Fem? And yes, I am. Come on by and say hello if you've got time. We're going to be here a long time. We got at least 4 or 5 more hours of this, so swing on by. Chat pointing out Data Vault. Fair point. But still, I look forward to talking about this because I have thoughts about what I've thoughts about why that might be, but I think a more interesting topic for us to discuss would be, like, what would you like to see? Like, if you could design a rare base right now, what would you have it do?
Do you want to take the design challenge next time?
Ooh, I do.
All right.
Done.
So if you don't listen to our podcast, one of the things that we do is we do design challenges. What have we done? I want to say the first one we did was
the AT-ATs. The AT-ATs out of set 1. We redesigned those.
I had you guys redesign the AT-ATs from set 1 because they were largely misses.
Yep.
The one we're working on right now, I set the task to Ian and to Wes that the scenario is that we're moving into we're rotating out the first sets, but because they're so iconic, we want to keep the double aspect event cards from the first set, but you have to redesign them. So you get to, first of all, the first task is you pick 2, either aggression or command or any cunning, whatever they are, and you're going to design version 2 of that card. So aggression 2, what does that look like? And that's task 1.
Yep.
Task 2 is, okay, now for the final one, you're going to pick either heroic or villainy, and you're going to design that card, the double white, the double black card. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to
you want double white or double black,
yeah,
not just straight white or straight. Oh,
no,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Ooh. So I'll spoil it. I'm totally doing aggression and double villainy.
Yeah.
Totally. Awesome. Because I've long looked at aggression and thought, man, this card could use just a little more. Like, it's going in the right direction, but it's just not quite good enough.
One last buff?
I really do think it needs one last buff. All right, Jonathan begins game 2 on the button here.
All right, he's gone
Let's
first.
swap initiative.
And once again,
3 games in a row with the faith in your friends. I'll be honest, if I'm Nicholas in that seat, I'm hard mulliganing for that card in this matchup. I don't blame him if that's part of his strategy.
That was a strong start. 4 points of smash your face in the first round is pretty good.
And replace the card. Like, you're playing a card, replacing it, getting 2 free units. Like, that's never a bad first turn.
And I don't know if you noticed his reveal there.
His second
play is going to be the same all 3 games, where he chucks out his Cicatro.
That Vizago is such a really good card. Like, it only seems to get played right in this deck, but I don't know why.
I think if I had not played Ian's C3PO deck first, I would be much more interested in trying out these Sabe decks. But because I've got so much time,
you've got 3PO in your blood now.
Well, I've just got it there. And so all of these cards, not all, but a lot of these cards that he's playing, I've spent a significant amount of time with already. So I'm like, I don't need to build that.
Yeah. Sabe does her thing and flushes a Bo Shek away. Never excited to see that.
So that's not just he didn't just hit 1 card. That was a 3-card swing right there because he was going to get that Bo Shek, play it, and draw 2 cards off of it.
Yep. He absolutely would have. There's his first 3PO of the match. Definitely been looking for that.
It's tough to win matches if you don't ever draw 3PO.
Well, you can. It's just he won game 1 without it. But it is far more challenging. All right.
There you go. No cards for you.
So we played some Daring Raid and got rid of played a Daring Raid in Target Town and got rid of Vizago. We see you in chat.
Very much. That's what I said. But I found C3PO first. And so I definitely, the thought of being able to look at the top of my opponent's deck and get rid of the Luke, like you said,
now,
it makes me go, oh.
I'll be honest. If I'm in Nicholas's seat, I think I take my spies and I murder this 3PO, but he's not going that way.
Well, you can't stop the first one. So maybe it's, again, just pedal to the floor.
Fair enough. He's going to discard a Fast Falcon, another card you hate to see go away.
Give him a 3PO that is useless.
Yeah, yep. And he's not even going to get the bonus off of it.
I blame Ian because he showed me that fun C3PO deck.
Here, for 1, I'll say 2.
3PO is going to attack into one of the spies. Not pushing base damage there. 2 more out of the other spy coming to Jonathan's base. 4 ready for Jonathan and already behind here in game 3.
Pretty even. It's going to be 6 to 7. Or 7 to 8.
Yeah. Bale's going to start making this a mess too, though.
I mean, Jonathan's going to turbo laser salvo in a minute and wipe
Yeah.
all of those.
Oh, sure.
All of
That's
those off the board.
That's a total thing he's going to pay 9 for.
Yeah.
And deal 2 damage to everything in the ground arena.
Oh my God.
What did he miss? Did you hear him? I didn't catch what he missed.
I think he's just realizing that
Bad
this,
game.
Oh, no.
For that.
what did I don't know what he did.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, don't know. Whatever it is, he's convinced it's bad.
Do we have to disown him from Houston
No.
for his poor play?
No, come on.
Just, we can't have riffraff out here representing our city, sir.
You clearly have not been to one of these PQs previously in Texas. Because people like me have played in these, and I 100% qualify as riffraff at this level.
All right.
You know, Nicholas is doing something that I really like mechanically on the table.
Which is?
When he takes initiative, he turns the token over to mark that he's done.
That's actually the way that you do it.
I didn't know that.
That's the rule.
I didn't know that.
You
That's
turn it
actually
over.
really cool.
Nobody does it, but shoot, when we play, people barely move the token back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
but
Some people forget to move the bloody token.
It's hard. And it's so exhausting to
Oh,
reach
it's-
out and
so-
take the token and pull it back to your side of the table.
Well, that's why we have the invisible judge hands here
I know, that's what we need it
that lean
for.
in and take care of it.
We need our own invisible judge hands when we play on Tuesday.
All right, Han Pilot coming in on the stolen hauler.
Coming in hot.
Swinging for 6. That narrows the gap rather significantly. Puts Jonathan ahead on damage placed, but of course, yep, he's 100% ditching that hauler to make a spy token.
This is tough. How do you give up damage here to take? How much damage you're giving up to take
Action Han.
So this is a really tough.
one?
This is a really tough
he's not-
matchup for Han. He's not getting the bonus no matter what he
No
does.
bonus. No bonus.
He's going 2 to base. Both players halfway home.
I don't think.
Nicholas still with a small lead here
So
that
does
he's going to build
Jonathan
on.
give up the 1 point to keep the initiative?
He can't afford. He has to keep playing. He has to deploy. He's going to end up deploying his leader this round. I almost
So we've
guarantee
got
it.
14 to 15 here. I don't know that Sabe's deploy is going to matter.
Well, Hans is going to matter. Is Nicholas sitting on the bamboozle? He's going to ready all his resources. So now Jonathan's still sitting on
got one.
7 more damage. Yeah, he's got to figure out what he's going to discard to play the bamboozle.
Nicholas, I believe, has the bamboozle.
I'll be honest, though. I think even the bamboozle here is not a tremendous win for Nicholas, because if I'm Jonathan, I've already gotten the benefit out of Han, right? Yes, I'm losing some damage there, but I have all my ready resources. That still leaves me the opportunity to do some things like this. Oh,
That is a big old boy.
that's a Mando.
So he's got a 3 and a 3. So Nicholas has, at most, Nicholas can hit for 6 in 2 attacks. He's got to have the surprise strike. If he has a surprise strike, that would be 9. That's still not enough.
Yep.
That's 5.
Blaster helps.
So he's going to, now a surprise strike wins the game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we're now
It's
it just
6,
comes
actually.
down to
Yeah.
what are we revealing for?
I'm not sure exactly.
6 to base.
I think Jonathan is behind now because as soon as Nicholas claims, the game's over. Yeah, there it is.
Fine.
Sabe.
Oh, five. Okay.
Sabe's enough. Sabe hits for 6. She's a 3-6 grade 1.
Beating yourself
Nah,
up.
because I had 4 open, and I had
Man,
these piles.
tight at the end there. Oh, sorry. I tripped on your cable again.
Right,
Sorry about
because I could have done it.
Well, you know what I
both,
need to do?
right?
We'll work on that between rounds. We're going to have
I
plenty of
would've
time
been
now.
damaged That turn and this turn.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your victor there on the left-hand side of your screen, that is Nicholas going away with a win here in round 5. Let me get everything updated. There we go. So when I come to that screen, there it is. Jonathan, unfortunately, not able to pull that match out. Looking strong in game 1. Not able to quite get there in games 2 and 3. But, man, game 3 was close.
Game 3 was close. Once again, we have a come-from-behind win. That's at least 3
Yeah.
out of the 5 rounds.
Yeah, we've had a lot of come-from-behinds today. It's been really, really cool.